Good morning from Lisbon, Portugal. I have 2 full days here with Christian. Is not on this trip. He's away at a pretty long work training, so we decided to come to Portugal. And to start out our first full day, we are going to go get some breakfast and coffee. We finished up breakfast at Fauna and Flora. We both got a different style of pancake and some coffee, but now we are on this cute little street called Green Street. There's just a lot of greenery on it. It's just a fun little place to walk through if it's on the way to your next destination. We're walking to our next stop, and you can kind of see back here, a lot of this is on hills, and there's a lot of stairs. We've probably done 15 flights of stairs just coming from lower Lisbon to like the upper area of Lisbon. So we've made it to like the main city center area, and we happened to stumble upon Bertrand Bookshop, which is actually the oldest bookshop still in operation. Like, it has a Guinness World Record and everything. It's from 1732, so that was really fun to walk through. I didn't see any English books though, but we may have just missed them. We are currently in Rocio Square, and they have a statue here, which is Dom Pedro IV. There's a fountain back here, as well as Rocio train station right there. Lots of different colorful houses. It's just a really cool area, plenty of cafes. We're the city center of Lisbon right now. Stopped in at the cutest little cafe. It's called Fabrica Coffee Roasters, and I just got a cold brew, and my mom got a tea that's delicious. I think we're gonna head and ride the famous tram 28, as well as one of the lifts in the city. We have taken the Santa Justa lift up to a really pretty viewpoint of the city. You can see the river and all the orange roofs in Lisbon. We have a Lisbon card, which I'll talk more about later, and it's included with this. So we saved €5. Well, we bought the card, but it was free with the card. Lift, you can walk across like a little terrace area and make it to the Carmo Archeological Museum, which is where we're at right now. It's inside of an old cathedral, which was founded in 1389, but in 1755 there was a huge earthquake in Lisbon, and it kind of did this to it. How cool is this architecture out here? It is so different looking. I mean, it's also because of the earthquake, and it probably crumbled the exterior pieces, but the like skeleton that remains is really, really cool. We're currently in the museum portion, and there's tons of artifacts dating back to the 3rd century. There's just a lot in here. I'm whispering because it's a museum. hopped on the famous tram 28 and headed to the Lisbon Cathedral, which was consecrated in 1150. And it was also affected by the earthquake in 1755, so there's a little bit of new construction on it. But as a whole, the architecture, very typical of most European big cities, kind of Gothic architecture, but it's really pretty inside, and it smells. It has that old cathedral smell. We are done with the cathedral, and we stopped at a little pastry shop on the side of the road, and we are going to try the famous Pastel de Nata, which is an egg custard tart. And we got 6 for €6.50 in this box. And they're all touching each other. They are supposed to be better with some cinnamon and powdered sugar, but we did not get that, so we'll just be trying the tart. But this is how it looks. But I'm going to try it. They're completely full of custard. It's not jiggly, it's just really dense custard. It's sweet, it's very sweet. So I was expecting something a little bit more savory, but this is really good. We walked over to Arco da Rua Augusta, a triumphal arch which kind of symbolizes the rebirth of Lisbon after the 1755 earthquake, fire, and tsunami. Found out there was a tsunami and a fire that happened with the earthquake. They built this afterwards to symbolize the strength of the Portuguese people. It gives beautiful views out over Lisbon as well as the river. We just had dinner at this market back here, which is called the Time Out Market. They have a ton of different food stalls that you can choose from, literally anything. I got a pasta, my mom got some codfish. It was all really good. It was really fun to kind of just walk through everything and choose. This is where we are ending day 1. We're gonna head back to our hotel now. We'll see you again in the morning. Good morning, it is day 2, and we are at the bus stop right here. We're gonna head to the monastery. I believe it's called Jerónimos Monastery, but it is included in our Lisbon Card. So it is free, and it looks really pretty. And it's a little bit outside of the city center, to the west quite a bit, so that's why we're taking this bus. We've arrived in the neighborhood Belem. It's where the Belem Tower is, as well as the monastery, and we stopped and grabbed some coffee as well as lunch. This is the Jerónimos Monastery, honestly one of the most beautiful spots in Lisbon. It's got this mix of calm and grandeur that just hits you as soon as you walk up, and every arch and carving looks like someone spent forever perfecting it. Before this monastery, there was a small chapel in its place where explorers would come and spend their last night before heading out to sea, praying for their journeys. Vasco da Gama actually credited his successful journey to India and Africa to his night of prayer here, and King Manuel built the new monastery, that is what's in its place today, upon his return as a thank you for the discoveries. Even if you're not super into history or architecture, it's worth coming just to soak it all in. The light and the quiet, the feeling of being somewhere that's just seen so much. This is included in the Lisbon Card, which is great since it's about $20 if you have to pay to enter. we finished up the monastery and we've walked about 15 minutes towards Belem Tower. This is also included in the Lisbon Card. Make sure you present your Lisbon Card to the ticket desk to get the actual ticket because the card itself isn't enough. You can stand in this area right here with a beautiful view of the river out here, and we can actually climb up to the top of the tower, which is what we're gonna do. Belem Tower is another one of Lisbon's iconic spots. It was actually built back in the 1500s to guard the city's harbor and send explorers out to sea during Portugal's Age of Discovery. But now it sits peacefully on the river, offering tourists a free stair-stepper with incredible views of the Tagus River. We're currently waiting on our next tram, which is going to take us to our last attraction here in Lisbon. We're going to go to the castle. It's the St. George Castle, and our tram is here. It's actually on the opposite side of the city, so it's about a 50-minute ride in total. We've made it into the castle. You have to kind of queue up outside to buy tickets. Luckily, we're here around 6 p.m. It's open until 9 p.m. during the summer. Since we're here so late, there really wasn't a line at all. We got through the ticket line in maybe 7-8 minutes. There's a few parts of the castle, and we're currently standing in the archaeological ruin area, which is really cool. There's not really any signs or descriptions of anything, but it's still really cool. You can kind of tell what was here. There's a water irrigation system. You can tell where some of the walls were. First stop you come to is kind of like a terrace with beautiful views of the entire city. So we spent quite a lot of time up here just looking down on all the buildings, and you can kind of see the whole city from up here. It's a great viewpoint, but it's very windy today if you can't tell, so we're gonna head on. We've made it to the interior of the castle, and what's really cool about this one is that you can walk along all of the walls, which is what we're gonna do, and look out across the city from the towers. We finished up at the castle and we're back at our really cute hotel. I'm sitting in the courtyard and I'm just going to talk a bit about the Lisbon Card. to finish out this video because this is what we've been using for the past 2 days to get around and to get discounts and free entrance to some of the sites. But it includes all public transport, so the trams, buses. It paid itself off, especially because each tram ride, each bus ride is €2, I believe, and we use trams and buses to get all over the city. I would just look at the website and kind of look at what you want to do and what it includes to figure out if it's worth it. I think it was completely worth it for us. We purchased them online and then went to one of the shops that they listed, the Ask Me Lisboa. They're all over the city, and you can go to any of them to exchange your online voucher for the physical card. Even if it would have been maybe $5, $10 more, just the ease of it, not having to top up like a travel card. But our next video will be heading to somewhere we've definitely been before. Sorry, no new country. It is one of my favorites. We're going to Switzerland for a couple days, so I'm really excited to share a different area of Switzerland with you all. I will see you in the next one.